All right, continuing on, looking through the cars of Forza 3.
It's the old E-Type. That Jaguar that we were just looking at before, the XJ220, is one Jeremy Clarkson thinks is a M5 rival. So if you ever have to race it against an M5, you might want to try that Jag out. Lamborghini. I wish everyone would say it like that. But there's Dave's little car. Lots of variations in Lamborghinis, even the Reventon, which has the flat black paint, which I've noticed is absent in the paint booth, which is kind of annoying, but oh well.
Robin Big would be disappointed.
Yeah. Lots of weird cars you've never heard of, lots of cars you don't want to drive on a racetrack, lots of cars you don't want to drive at all. I'm not hating on Lexus. The ISF is pretty fast. But, yeah, more JGTC race cars, which is the Japanese Grand Touring Championship. Fun little Lotuses.
Which you've driven,
yeah.
At least.
Yep, I've driven a couple Lotuses. I've driven a lot of these cars in this game. Lucky me. The Maserati.
The Gran Turismo. 5.
Yeah, the Gran Turismo 5 car.
And, just a side note, all 3 Forza games have come out in between Gran Turismo 4 and 5.
I didn't know that, Dan. Thanks for the heads up on that. So, Gran Turismo guys, get your stuff together and get that freaking game out. McLaren, no street McLarens. Only the F1 GT, which there's very few of, and kind of want to see what the street McLarens are like. Mercedes-Benz. Benz. I mean, some of these cars like the Gullwing, I'm sure are great and to look at in real life, but I don't really want to play with them on a racetrack. Just shot some photos of that Black Series actually the other day, which was pretty fun. Some DTM race cars. Mini.
Cooper.
Yeah, Mini Me. Oh wait, you guys don't know my name.
His name's Cooper.
Yeah. What's up?
Coop Shoot.
Some Eve slows. Notice the slow in there because I'm a Subaru guy and Evo's a lame. Datsun 5-ton, which is mysteriously very expensive in this game. Don't know why, but those are fun little cars that if you can still do engine swaps, an SR20 would do them pretty good. What I did notice...
Skylines.
Yeah, Skylines, another one of my favorite set of cars, just like every other of you racers out there. There is no R35 GTR. Notice it's not a Skyline, it's just an R35 GTR because that's what they're called. They're not called Skylines. There are a couple R35 race cars though, so I imagine maybe they'll come out, later with the launch pack or something like that. Opals, cars you've never heard of. It's basically like a little Lotus. Pagani, pretty much the most badass Italian car you can buy these days. Paynos. I guess they're kind of fast. Peugeot. If any of you are wondering how to say that name, it's Peugeot, not Piguat, like I've heard a couple times.
Puget.
Some more...
Hell yeah, some American muscle.
Some burnout machines. I don't know what else they're good for. I noticed in the previews that there seems to be drag racing in this game, but looking at the racetracks, I don't see any. Some good Porsches. All fun cars to drive, but really hard cars to drift. So if you can drift a Porsche, more power to you. Yeah, the 959, one of the most rare Porsches in the world. I actually saw one in Boulder a little while ago and was very excited because I'll probably never see one again in my whole life because there's no legal ones here. Except for ones like people like Jerry Seinfeld and Jay Leno have brought in and paid a buttload to be brought in under the radar. But more Porsche race cars. Renault, not Renault, for you guys out there. Saab, another car I don't really see buying in this game unless I have to. Saleen, another one of the fast trucks. So if you need to race a truck for whatever reason, probably pick one of those. More S7 race cars, which are probably pretty bad in a good way, again. Scion, the car I was most excited about. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. More fun little European hatchbacks that you've never heard of. Shelby's. Again, sweet cars. I don't know. Car never should have been made. This one, not the GT500. Yeah. Subarus, I'm very unhappy with you because you used to make awesome cars and I used to love you, but now you suck. Like, they make fat STIs like that. Anyway. The Yaris. Good matchup for the Honda Fit. There's my Hachiroku drift car. Very cheap, good for drifting. Pick one up. Old school Supras, Celicas. It's what the IS300 is called in Japan, that Altezza. Some tuner versions of some cars. Top secret, best company in the world. More super race cars. And that thing. TVR once interviewed, say why they don't put seatbelts in their cars, and the owner said because they shouldn't crash them. So if you have a TVR, don't plan on crashing. Or actually, not seatbelts, airbags. I mean,
Airbags.
My
okay.
bad. You gotta
That's
have
a big
seatbelts.
difference.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beetle.
Yeah.
Great Volkswagen.
Glad that's in here. The Bora, which is basically a Jetta with a cooler name.
Very economical cars.
Yeah, glad they're in the racing game. And Volvo, the best race car in the world.
Not
Not the best race car in the world. But yeah, that was your cars.